Say hi. Everybody make an appearance. Hi. So this video is about overcoming childhood molestation. I apologize for my background. I don't really have many places to film. That's why you always see me like sitting on the floor in the living room. So yeah. But I'm just gonna get into the video about what happened, how it happened, when it happened. There's no why. I'm not sure. That's the other person's part thing. It's hard to like try to not so much sugarcoat, but like not give out too many details, because kind of, if you know my personal life, or if you know me personally, you will catch on quite fast. If you pay attention to me, you will catch on quite fast to possibly who it is or their family and whatnot. But yeah, he is behind the camera acting like he is a photographer. Okay, baby, mommy has to talk. You want to talk too? So it started when I was not started, but so like I never went to daycare ever in my life. I just straight started pre-K and then kindergarten. So it was a family that used to watch me. Shh. It was a hold it, baby, or be quiet. There was a family that used to watch me, and the day starts like this. So I'm not sure. Was I around? I know I wasn't in school. It wasn't like I was 5, so I would probably say like pre-K age. Crazy that I remember it, but it's a traumatizing situation, so it's something that literally it never goes anywhere. It's always in the back of my mind. Okay, y'all will catch everything. Shh. So it was one day I was at the babysitter's house, and I had I remember it like clear as day. I was at the babysitter's house. It was just me at the time. It was somebody my age, like we were the exact same. They also watched another girl. That was their family, but she wasn't there that day. And be quiet. She wasn't there, and but she wasn't there, so I was the only one being watched that day, I guess. And so as time goes on, everybody's just chilling and stuff, and I didn't even think he was there. At that time, the other party was like, I'm not sure how old he was at the time, but I remember like they was waiting. We were all waiting. That's why we were still at their house. We were waiting, and till he got off the bus. And so when he came, they were like, the adults told me, okay, Carlissa, we're gonna go to Taco Bell and pick up the tacos. Like, I don't know, whatever big box, or like how you can get 12 tacos, that's what they went and got from Taco Bell. And so they're like, okay, just, you know, not leave, but just, you know, be good for such and such, he's gonna be watching you. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, no problem. So they're all getting ready to leave, and they leave, and I kid you not, like the second that he shut the door, he was like, come on, Carlissa, come here. Hush. And so I'm like, okay, you know, obviously my mind isn't thinking anything wrong. My mind isn't thinking anything wrong. So I'm like, okay, cool. What's up? We're going to go play. Okay. That was me. I'm only like a kid, like little. And so then we go into his room. And like I told you, I'm a kid. So all of this stuff doesn't register in my head of like what's really going on, or what's, you know, what I shouldn't and should be doing. That's like not in my mind. And sorry, I just had a brain fart. And so we go into his room, and I'm just standing there like in the middle of the floor. Thanks, baby. I'm just standing there in the middle of the floor, and he turns around to shut the door behind him. And I don't remember how it happened, but I was kind of like against the door. Like, I'm like short. I've been short my whole life. Like, I'm only 5 feet tall. Inside his room, he turns around and shuts the door. And I remember, like, right when you step into the room, it's like a regular square room. Like, no, like, special corners or anything. You walk in and you step to the side and your back is against, like, a wall. Like, you literally go in and just step sideways. So, obviously, your back is on the wall. And from there, like, he gets on his knees, and I'm not sure what he tells me. I think he tells me don't tell anybody, or, like, word-wise, I can't go back and remember that, but actions, I remember. I remember him taking off my bottoms, or not even taking them off completely, but, like, scooting them down, and he proceeded to give me oral on my little, you know, area down there. And I was like really young. I was like only a few years older than Connor. He says that, and like after a while he just pulls up my pants and just, you know, come on, let's go. I'm not sure what his motive was. I'm not sure if it was to gain practice. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm the only person he's done this to. I'm not sure. But I know, like, after a while, I think I probably was going to kindergarten at this time, because at my elementary school, we have the lady that comes around and talks to you about good touch, bad touch. And she pretty much explained to us, if somebody touches you where your bikini covers you, or your bathing suit covers you, it's a problem and you should tell your parents. And so that's when it was brought to my attention. Like, and I remember when I told my mom, I was 7 years old when I realized that this was bad, and I was not, you know, this was not supposed to happen to me. And when I tell y'all, when I was at school and this lady said no one is to touch you here, my heart sank. I felt like I did something wrong. I felt like I did something bad. I felt like I was going to get in trouble. I didn't know. And then I had parents, like, even to this day, I feel like I can't really talk to them about much because they're just going to yell at me. And that's true. So I was like so freaking terrified to tell my mom. I didn't live with my dad back then. Or, yeah, I didn't live with him back then. So, hush. I didn't live with him back then, so I was really just kind of focused on telling my mom. And I remember one weekend, like, it just kept coming to me, just kept coming. Oh, there was another incident. This is when I already knew that it was bad. Like, he would make us, like, put stuff in our underwear, which is crazy. And even his, like I told you, I'm not going to disclose anything. The other girl who was watched along with me, she even, you know, me and her together, he would be like, oh, put this in y'all's pants. Like, what? But, you know, us being, like, young, we don't think anything of it. Don't do that, baby, that hurts. We don't think anything of it, so we were just going along with the game that wasn't a game. And so, like, once I was in, like, elementary school, I think it was kindergarten, possibly first grade, I started realizing, you know, Carlissa, this is wrong. He was never supposed to touch you there. He's not supposed to do any of that. And it just freaked me out so bad. And I had anxiety. Like, now thinking back, like, what I felt then is what I feel now when I'm just, like, really, really anxious. I don't know if it ties together or anything, but, like, the feeling I get is the same exact feeling. It was just, I don't know why is this trying to, like, make me emotional. I haven't even talked about this in like forever. But it was just coming to me like, I have to tell my mom, I have to tell my mom. And so I remember it was like a Sunday, especially when I got into the bathtub. It was something about her always telling me, oh, don't forget to wash your pocketbook. If y'all have older parents, or if your parents are a little old school, my parents are old. Like my mom's like 50, pushing 60, and my dad is 60. Like I have old parents. So she would always tell me, you know, wash your pocketbook, and I hated that word to the core. I cannot stand pocketbook. Like if I have a purse, don't even call my purse a pocketbook. I hate it. And so it will always, like, you know, bother me, or like it wouldn't bother me, not bother me, but like it will remind me like he touched me there, you know, like this was a bad thing that happened and I should let somebody know. And so it just kept coming to me. I was in the bathtub and she came in and told me, and she went back and started getting dressed, because I used to take baths with my mom, not with her, but like in her bathroom. So, you know, she would come in, check on me, finish getting ready, check on me, you know, continue about her business. And so when she came back, or no, I had called her. I remember I was standing up in the bathtub and I was like, Mom. And she was like, what? And I told her, come here. And she's like, okay, or whatever. So she came after a while and she was like, what's wrong? I was like, I have something to tell you. And she was like, you know, it's weird, like I don't know, I usually just bathe or shower by myself and tell her when I'm ready to get out, and she would come get me out and stuff like that. So for me to sit there and tell her that I have something to tell her, like in the bathtub, is strange. So I was there, and when I tell y'all, I felt like my heart was like outside of my chest, just inside the tub, water beating, because like it was not inside of my body. Like I was scared, like so freaking scared. And honestly, it's something you shouldn't be scared about, but I was. And when I told her, I was like, Ma, one day, and I told her, mind y'all, I was 7 when I told her, and this had probably happened like 2 years prior. I think it was before like the summer of that I went into kindergarten. So because I had shortly learned after that about good touch, bad touch. And so I told her, you know, such and such, one day when I was 5, he did this to me. He, you know, licked my pocketbook, is what I told her. And she just froze. And then I guess she just said, okay. And we got out of the tub. I got dressed. And are you falling asleep? He is falling asleep. Come on, baby. And so she just was like, you know, let's get out of the tub. Let's get dressed. Now going back to the story, y'all, this is so crazy. Because it's kind of hard to talk about. Huh? Okay, baby. He's sleepy. But, it was just like, I'm not sure if she did anything. I still continue to go over there. Even till this day, like, now I'm starting to learn, you know, toxic people, or like, not even saying that they're toxic because they're not bad people. It was just, you know, a bad thing that happened. I'm not sure. I don't know. Y'all may think they're bad people. I'm not sure if they know. That's the thing that gets me. Because it's like, I don't know what she did about it when I told her. But this is what I want to tell y'all. Because this is how I deal with it. I no longer speak to the family. It might seem crazy, but yeah, I don't speak to them anymore. And like when I tell y'all, these people were like a legit a whole second family to me. Because like if y'all know me, I don't really I'm not even gonna say bond or know, but it's like I don't know all of my family, like my blood relatives, and we just don't like hang around each other or anything. So that was the only family I knew. So for the longest, I thought it was just like, okay, you know, I told her, you know, maybe she did something, and I'm just gonna, you know, continue to go over there. But at this point, it's just like, no. Because even I still see that person. He says, hey, Carlissa, you know, talks to me. And it's just like, you really did this to me, you know, when I was little, like. And it blows me now because I pray, like, this is the part that's going to get me emotional. I pray that, you know, what was done to me is not done to his little girls. Because he has girls, and karma will come around and get your children to get you. I've seen it. My sister's seen it. Even me and my sister sometimes think, you know, maybe we're getting this from the best of our dad has did. So that's another thing, you know. I just pray because his oldest daughter, I love her like to death. Like, she's like another little sister to me. Or not another little sister, but she is like a little sister to me. I just don't never want her to, you know, go through something like that. Because it's, you know, it takes away your innocence. Even though it wasn't like rape or anything. It takes away your innocence. I was only like 5, if. So yeah. But that's just how I deal with it. And this was my story. And even if y'all haven't told somebody, tell them. Because it can really make a difference. And I didn't even know I was going to get emotional. Because like when I tell this story to, I don't know, my boyfriend and stuff. And like even when I told my sister, I wasn't like crying or anything. But it was a little difficult. But I don't know. Kind of telling y'all like in depth of everything. It's a bit much. But my camera is flickering. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, just leave them in the comment section. And if y'all want to like tell me if I can be your source of outlet, if I can be the one you can vent to, by all means, like DM me on Instagram. I will not spill no beans. Your business will not be told in my vlogs or any of that. I'm not that type of person. But just tell somebody, no, it's not your fault. It will never be your fault. I don't care what kind of clothes you wear, even if you're freaking my age now and this is happening. Your clothes does not, you know, give any guy the right of way. No means no. I don't care if you drink and you get drunk at a party and some guy take advantage of you. That's still rape. Still tell somebody, y'all. Please. Because nowadays, like, it's crazy because society doesn't see rape as a heinous crime, and it is. Beyond, they all try to call your phone when you get on. They try to put you in the wrong when you're doing right. That mean you're doing right. To get rich, you don't need no suit and tie. Follow the dreams you see through the night. Through the night. Let's get rich. Ay, let's get richer than a bitch. We had dreamed about this.